the more I got into that QR monkey, I really did like it. The issue is the QR codes expire after 30 days.
I didn't know that.
No, and
Why would that be?
I'm not sure. Their technical support is my second issue with them. I have a couple things I've been going to them about with that. And I'm not really getting
I wonder if it
great
gives you, I wonder if it
service.
gives you an option to where do you want it to expire or do you want it to continue?
Well,
They
it
would probably pay more.
Well, and we did do a basic, like, I paid for the basic subscription, but I'm just not getting responses from them. No, I'm talking about QR codes through that QR monkey that I did a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna actually talk about Linktree next, because that was something that Kylie brought up in our
Yeah, Linktree is
meeting
cool because you can put everything you have.
on
put it all
Linktree.
Yeah.
Yes, so I did get into Linktree. I had a couple people that asked about it because that was brought up. I believe you did. One of your people that you had interviewed had used Linktree. Kylie had talked about Linktree. So I got into Linktree, and I have to say, I'm gonna go to upgrade just to show you guys that it does cost. You can get the basic. Wait. Hold on, okay. I was hoping they'd show you. Okay, let's go here, change plan. One sec, I'm gonna show you guys. So they do have a couple options. So they do have a free one. They're not gonna let me downgrade because I already paid for it, but the free one will allow you to at least get started. So if you wanna get in there, open up the free one, start building it. That way you aren't spending money yet until you're really ready to go live. That's great. The free one does create you a QR code that you can start using right away. And it does host your website, and it'll host 3 more links. So that means you can have 4 things on it total. The contact me is very basic, generic. It's an email address and a name from the client. That's it. When I get into this, I'm going to show you the contact me just by me doing the basic. I did the pro, $9, just so we get a little bit more with it, and I'll show you. The contact me with I thought was a really big deal is you could do your name, you can ask them for their name, a phone number, an email address, or an address. They don't have to fill out all of it. They just got to fill out one field, or they could fill out all. They can leave you a message. And then what I also liked is you can have your own personal message already on there. Okay. And you can also send a thank you message to whatever form they use. So let's say Brent comes on, he clicks on it, he fills out just his phone number. When he's filling it out, there's going to be a message. It's going to say, thank you so much for contacting me. I'm going to get back to you within 4 hours. Whatever your response time is going to be, you can put in there. Once they click submit and Brent does his phone number, it'll send him a text that says, thank you for reaching out. I will be in contact with you within 4 hours, but it just verifies that phone number that they gave you, which is nice. I will say though, the number it comes from is a generic phone number. It's not your phone number. You can't, regardless of which billing you go with, you can't change that. It's just going to show that generic phone number. I also would just suggest maybe staying away from this one here. I don't see a need for the $24 a month one. This has more to do with this transaction. So if you were going to have a QR code, so people could pay you and link it to your PayPal and your Zelle and your Venmo. Okay. But in real estate, I don't see why they need to pay you. So I don't think this is needed for real estate. Just my opinion. I did the $9.
But if you had a QR code, let's say that speaking of that, and you were selling books or something.
You could do it. Yep, absolutely.
And you could QR code that.
Well, and they could order it straight from there and pay you.
Yeah.
However you want to do it.
Okay.
And I'll show you. It'll actually pop up when I'm creating all of our links. There's a place for that. I just don't see us as a company needing it. I don't see agents needing it. I could see you using it.
Well, I have a QR code on there, but all it does is send them to the
Your website.
Yeah.
We could work on yours because there's a lot. You could put your podcast on it. There's a lot here. We can
Okay.
go through. So
This isn't about me though.
I know. It's okay. So I did do the $9 one. I liked that I could do responses whenever they contact us. I can also create the Google Analytics, which we're gonna go through on here. I'm not sure what TikTok pixels are. It's also like another analytics. I'm not into TikTok that much. So apparently we can use that by going up. That could be something we can look into. This is a 2% transaction fee. This is a 5% based on if we were going to do some sort of billing or getting paid through here. We're not. So I just stuck with what worked best for the company. So I'm gonna go back to links. I have deleted all of the links I created this last week on here because I wanted to build this with you guys.
Kristin.
Yes.
Says TikTok Pixel is a piece of code that you can place on your website that allows advertisers to share website visitor events to the TikTok via the browser. So it kind of opens up another avenue, sounds like.
It does. I need someone to really, I mean, I have a daughter that is obsessed with TikTok. I probably just need to get a lesson from her on some of this stuff.
You need a young.
But TikTok is just not where I love watching it, creating it, understanding it, not so much.
One of the things that they say that's unique about TikTok is that videos have a chance to go viral easier, and I'm not even sure if I understand that. Why?
I don't know. People share it more? I
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, maybe I need to get Ellie in here and give us some lessons
Yeah.
on TikTok. Because that girl's obsessed with it. So here is our basic thing. Over here is going to be our example of what it's going to look like to the public. So as you do things, it's showing you. You don't have to hit submit or preview. Every click I do, you're just going to watch it build over here as to what the public's seeing
That's
when they
cool.
click your QR code.
That's cool.
So first off, to add it, you could add a new link. To me, this takes a little longer. If you want to title it, add your URL if you're just going to be basic. Explore, they kind of give you.
And you can customize the URL too, like.
Yep. So I am going to start from the beginning. We're going to build our first one. And I'm going to build our website. So. Maybe. And it's just a point click. I did cheat and already well, maybe I didn't do our website.
Is it sending you to the YouTube?
I put everything on there so I
Okay.
could create it, just clicking points instead of having to look everything up. So just by clicking, now it's done, popped up over here as a box.
Okay.
That was super simple. If you want to redirect it somewhere, if you want to add it as a thumbnail, where it becomes an icon, you can prioritize it, so you can only get one prioritized link. So whichever one you want to wobble or pop or swipe, whenever they
Does
are
that mean
on.
that swipe thing goes across there as you see
Yeah,
it like that?
Yeah, yep, that's what it's gonna do as soon as they click. It's more like an action button.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna go back. It's more like an action button to bring it to,
Get your attention.
yes. So I don't wanna prioritize this one just yet, because I'm gonna make the contact me one, the one I prioritize. So I've added a new link. Now I want to add a few other things. So I want to add our Spotify.
Okay.
It pops up.
Did you already load all that in there? That's just there?
Yeah, those are already options. So all you have to do is,
How does it know that those are?
so these are just preset ones
Yeah.
that you have options of that are already ready to go.
Oh,
that
I
you
see what
can
you're
choose.
saying, okay. They're not, but they're ours, right? They're our Spotify.
I'm gonna add the link and make it
Yeah,
ours.
okay.
So Spotify.
Cool.
So I just click on the side and
Oh,
now it popped up again.
okay.
So what's great about the podcast link is it gives you an option now of creating the other platforms. So for instance, I know we're on Spotify. I know we're on
Apple.
Apple. So the great thing is I clicked podcast link instead of the Spotify link when it had Explore.
Okay.
Because by doing that, now I could go in and choose
Where do you want to go?
all my other ones, and it's gonna say, do you want it to have your most recent episodes first? So when they do click, it's how it links it for you.
Mhm.
So the next thing is, as you add them, they're always gonna go to the top. So just by shifting, it saves it automatically, and as you can see, it's moving right here. We're gonna take that prioritize off. I don't want it on. Okay, so as we build, and then I did our YouTube. And then our link.
Hmm.
Okay. So then you can choose, do you want the link to go to your YouTube site? Or just the channel, display the channel's latest videos on my link tree, or ask visitors to subscribe. So I do want them to subscribe. And I want our latest video to show up. The only bummer is you have to drag these. So if you get a lot going on, you have to drag in which order you want them. So the other thing I really liked was we could do a link to your listings. So if you use your QR code to tell people to go here for my listings, you can have it where it just goes directly to all of your listings on your website where we have that feature. Or you could do a property address. So I'm gonna do 5735 Chippewa. And I'm gonna put just listed. But then I'm gonna take the link that's attached to the video, to the website. So I went to our website, found the listing, copied that exact link. That way we're taking people again back to our website. And we're gonna paste it. So this is one of them that you could leave at the top. You can make a fun border going on with it. Or you could scroll it down, or it could just be open houses or just listed, however you want to do it. And create that link in here, paste it. Which it just takes them right back to your QR code. So that way you're just sharing it.
But all that is opening up with those options
Mhm.
once they scan it.
Yep. So the next thing is our appearance. I keep building this. You can have as many as you want on that screen. So profile title, I'm leaving it as STL Remax Gold. because that's the link for your link tree that I created for Remax. The bummer is this says bio. So I was thinking I was gonna be able to write a bunch of stuff about Remax. I get 75 characters, or I get 80 characters. This is 75. So you get a sentence.
Wow.
But it does show up right underneath this, like right here on your main page. So I see it
Yeah.
if you wanted it. Your themes, they have some colorful ones, or you can create your own. Now I just added a picture, which is our website picture to the back. We do need to form it a little better, or format it a little better, but that's what I just used. I did create my own and uploaded an image right here where it says image, went to my desktop, uploaded your own. They do have a lot of examples for you. If you just want a colorful one, you can change it. I'm gonna stick with our create our own for right now. The other thing is you can have a video that plays in the background.
Hmm.
So let's say you want to open a video that you're talking. You could easily do that.
You mean like an about me video?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I was hoping I had it on the desktop, but I did. So I have our video here, but it's in a YouTube format, so I need to upload it and save it. And the one that says like, why join Remax, I could have playing in the background.
Mhm.
You could also make a video of pictures of your listings if you wanted, that are just kind of moving in the background.
But Kristin, you said that you have to convert it from YouTube to something.
No, I just need to upload it. Like I would need to save it on our desktop, and I didn't. I just saved it in a Word doc.
Okay.
So the other thing is your background colors you can change. Your buttons. So like right now I have them as white because it looks better than black going over our background. But you could change that. You can change the shape.
What's it do when you make it black?
So because I chose white, it's not actually changing it black. One of them did actually go black.
I was just wondering if it turns out the letter's white.
It turned them blue on that one.
Yeah.
So here's your button color. So if I wanted to change them red
Hmm.
or black. I went white, go back. That works. You can change your font size. And you can change your font style. So if you don't like the basic, which is a Carla, you could take it to whichever one. And what I like is the fact is you're clicking on them, it's instantly. You're not having to like save it and go back and forth and waiting for it to change. It's a pretty quick format. So if you go to settings, so settings is just like your description. So if they sign on your mailing list when they're in there, or they subscribe to you, what do you want it to say? Thanks for subscribing. I mean, that's what I left ours at, because on our YouTube channel and our Facebook, if they subscribe, it's just gonna pop up across the screen that says, thank you for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. Again, you only get, I think this one was 25 characters. So something simple, but you win something. You can also link this to a Google spreadsheet. I do not have mine linked to the Google spreadsheet because I'd have to do my personal Google account, but that is something you could do. So as right now, I'm just having them where whenever someone puts their contact in, it's gonna email us or it's gonna text us. By doing the Google sheet, it'll put it in that pretty format for you. So if you ever wanted to export it, put it in your database, you would have that ready to go. I do suggest it, just with us having an stlgoldhomes, I can link it to a Google. This is when they sign up for those text messages on the contact me. What do you want those to say? Again, same thing. It's all gonna be in your settings. So your analytics. This is where you're gonna need to go in and put your Google ID, your Facebook, that Pixel ID in here. If you're wanting to get the traffic off your Facebook, off your Google. If you're just wanting the clicks and likes and all the basics, it's going to show right up here. How many views, how many clicks, what revenue, which will keep if you were using your QR code, you'd be able to see what's going on. So it's all going to be up here, and you can do a drop down. It'll give you by day. You can do 7 days, 28 days. Because it does a week at a time, so 20 days is 4 weeks. And then there's other analytics in here if you wanted to. And just break it down a little more. To your subscribers, how many people emailed or gave a phone number. And then also puts it on a location of where the people were at that were clicking and checking out your QR code, your site.
I think that's a cool feature.
I do like that to see where they're coming from,
Mhm,
which will tell you if it's someone over in China that's looking at houses or if it's really here in St. Louis.
mhm.
So I do like it. So the last piece is, oh wait, hold on, no, there's one more. I wanted to do the contact me page, which is underneath Explore. So in Explore, this is those basic links that I was showing you. Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn's on here, Spotify, YouTube. The one that's not on here is Instagram.
I saw that. Why is that, you think?
Apparently Instagram has banned Linktree. I don't understand why. I was Googling it. It has, but.
I don't know if Apple's on.
Okay, so Apple is not, but I did see it. So when you go to the podcast to add your podcast, it's one of the options. It's
Okay.
Spotify, Apple, and Android.
Yeah, they have tried it Odyssey too.
So those are on here.
Odyssey.
Oh, hold on. Go back. The next thing is that making and collecting money. So if you guys were gonna add your Square, your PayPal, these are the ones that are offered. So your grow your following forms. So this is gonna be how you want to get people to come. I did a contact form and it was pretty simple. So you need a title. And then you're gonna choose what fields do you want them to fill out that are required or not required. I don't care what country they're in, but I would like them to be able to send me a message, give me a mobile, an email address, and a name. And here's where you can give a response. So their information, what email address do you want it to go to? So just because I logged this and I created all this under info, maybe I want all responses to go to Lynn whenever someone reaches out to us. So I could put Lynn's email address in here. It does not have to match the email address that the account's tied to. The next is this here. Underneath additional settings. This is the message they're gonna see when they're doing the contact me form. So this is gonna be the, I look forward to talking with you. Please give me 2 hours to respond to your
But
email.
it's not limited on the characters there.
No, this is not, which is great.
Okay.
And then this is a thank you message. So when they send it, they get that email back from you. That's where the thank you message is gonna come from. They send it, do a text message. That's where the thank you message is gonna go. So I'm gonna just click this, but this is one that I do wanna prioritize. So I want it to wobble and I want them to see it. So as you see, when they get on here, it just kind of bounces. which brings their attention to it.
Mhm.
And then what I like is the subscribe button. When they choose to subscribe, it subscribes them to your Spotify, your YouTube, but your link tree too. So anytime you add items, it's going to alert them
That's
if
cool.
they give an email address.
This goes across all platforms. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's nice.
So now the last question is, where's your QR code? If you click share, you can add your you can send your QR code straight to your socials.
Where does it show up on your socials?
On your Facebook, like it would be a post.
Or
It would
VA
just-
post?
Mhm.
Okay.
Or you can just have your QR code here, download it as a picture and be able to upload it anywhere.
Just put it on anything.
Mhm. So the difference of Linktree versus the,
So you think I ought to be putting
The
that on my
monkey one?
weekly post when I do my stuff?
that would probably be good. They could follow you and subscribe and everything's at one place.
Just put it on the post.
Absolutely.
I guess you could put it on the story too. Like an
Mhm.
Instagram story.
Yeah. So your QR code,
This is about me again.
it's okay.
Yeah.
We love helping Brett.
Mhm.
What I liked about the monkey one, what did you say?
I said it's all about you.
Always, right,
Always.
Mary?
What I liked about the monkey one, which kind of is a bummer on this one is, this puts the Linktree symbol right in the middle. You don't get to customize it.
I don't even know if anybody noticed that. Would
The
they?
other one, you got to put your own
Like the
picture in
initials
the
or something?
middle, or, yeah. I do like that, but this is unlimited, which to me, I feel like it's
What did you
better
say
bang
the
for your
cost of
buck.
Linktree is?
$9 a month for the one I did.
$9 a month. And so the only thing that was limiting was as it disappears after,
The other one, this one doesn't disappear.
oh, this one doesn't disappear.
No.
Okay, okay,
This is ongoing.
okay. Which one was the one that
The
disappeared?
monkey one after
Oh,
30 days, I lost all my stuff.
So why would they even offer that to disappear? Because
Well, because I could update it, I could upgrade from $120 for a year to $260 for a year. And then they would save everything.
Okay,
I don't, but besides that, right now I'm not getting answers with them, so it kind of became frustrating and I wanted something that
is
was
that the
gonna
one that
be easier for you
Tim
guys to
Mahoney
use.
popped up when we had that meeting that was monkey something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which, like I said, it is great. It was easy. There were things I really liked about it. If you guys are good swapping out everything every 30 days, that's fine. I mean, use it. I just wanted to give you guys more options. I didn't want the frustration there of it being so difficult. And here, they, yeah, help topics or ask a question. And I had all my questions answered within an hour. Because I was having some issues at
That's
the
good too.
beginning, so, I started it under my email address, I'll tell you guys this now. And then I was like, you know what, I probably need to have the company one underneath the company email address instead of just under my email. And I was trying to switch it and I locked their account. And within less than an hour, I was able to ask them a question, get kicked out, call them, and they linked it for me and we're on the phone with me. It was really great. And it was at 7 o'clock last night. So
Wow.
they do not have your basic 9 to 5 hours either,
Okay.
which is really nice. So that's kind of all I have on this one. Do you guys have any questions?
I really like that LinkedIn thing.
Yeah, the only thing I am little, the whole Instagram thing, why it's not connecting.
That's not good.
No,
Yeah.
Did it say why it was like that?
it gave a
They have like
legal
a,
jumbo.
they had a,
I
like
did it.
a legal lawsuit or something?
Yeah, look at Linktree and Instagram and they kind of give like a,
It's something about spam and, so I guess, the point is Kristin's been trying to find different models of, things that you could use and she
well,
learns
budget
them and
friendly and
yeah, she learns them and shares them and, that there's tons of them out there.
Mhm.
But, just have to decide, do you use a lot of Instagram, Brent?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I'd say Instagram and Facebook probably equally.
So you can post yours onto Linktree.
Mhm.
No, you can take Linktree and post it on Instagram. Linktree just doesn't have a click button for Instagram.
Mhm.
But I
That lady
wonder-
yesterday, in that webinar said that she got off of Twitter. So she stayed, most of her folks are on Facebook and Instagram. So whatever
Yeah.
that is, I don't know. Twitter
I
seems to
wonder
be
if I
going
could,
down the tube.
I wonder if I could create an Instagram link.
What QR code generator did they use and that they talked about yesterday, Joe?
You know, I don't know. She talked about QR codes, but she didn't specifically talk
No.
about a generator.
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing her say it. She's an interesting lady.
Who was it you talked to, Joe?
That was a webinar that USA Mortgage put on. It
Oh,
was,
the webinar at 11 o'clock yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
how was that? Because I was wanting to click into that and I wasn't able to get to it.
It was actually really good. It was Marky Lemons is her name, is the
Okay.
lady who was the speaker, and she was quite interesting. I mean, as
We
far as
haven't-
social media.
We haven't
goes,
had a badge class yet through USA.
I know. They've been good.
It really
Really
has
have.
top-notch technology.
she just kind of told the
Yeah.
story of how she started in 06 and how she just kind of learned what to do with social media. She just kind of learned it ad hoc. So she had really no idea what to do other than Facebook, which she was on personally. She suggests completely getting off of all Facebook personal stuff. She said, really, any personal account is, she says, useless. Now, I don't think that's true, but she goes to
Okay,
all
so-
business pages.
So,
Sorry.
okay, this is what I'm gonna say is I just added the Facebook one using their icon and put our link in. So it did give our little logo here for Facebook and took us, but I manually made a Remax Gold Instagram, put our Instagram link and it still
It
popped
still
up.
does it.
It just want to have the little
Got it.
picture. So you could put Instagram, you just have to manually make it.
Well, I
Oh,
have a
that's not
QR
bad.
code. I don't know how my daughter created it. My daughter made it for me. I don't know what generator she used.
Does it just go to your business page? Do you know what it goes to?
I think it takes me directly to my website.
Which is what you want, right?
Yes.
That's where you're gonna capture your lead gen.
When we scanned it the first time, that's where it took, was to the website. So
Perfect. All right, anything else?
That was
Thank you,
good, though.
Kristin.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
thank you very much, Kristin. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, I'll see you all later.